Have you ever caught yourself in the middle of an endless Instagram scroll, wondering where the last 2 hours vanished? Or maybe you felt your brain turning to mush after binge watching cat videos for the 10th time today? What you're experiencing is something we all secretly grapple with: brain rot. No, it's not some terrifying disease from a horror movie. It's what happens when you spend way too much time on mindless activities like scrolling through social media, binge watching TikToks, or falling down a YouTube rabbit hole of clickbait. That moment when your dreams start playing out in 15-second clips, that's brain rot sneaking in, and it's time we talked about it. Picture this: it's a typical Tuesday afternoon, and you're all set for a serious study session. Your textbooks are laid out, a fresh cup of coffee is steaming beside you, and your laptop is ready for action. Determined to make the most of this time, you dive into chapter 3. But then, your phone buzzes. It's a message from your friend. He sent you an Instagram reel, and it looks too funny to ignore. Just a quick laugh, you tell yourself. You open Instagram, watch the reel, and oh, there's another one that looks interesting. You swipe up, then again, and again. Suddenly, you're down the Instagram rabbit hole. You've seen a dog pulling off a dance move, a cooking hack you'll probably never try, and a prank video that has you in stitches. Time flies when you're having fun, right? But when you finally glance at the clock, panic sets in. An hour has disappeared. Your textbooks are still untouched, the coffee's gone cold, and you can't even remember what you were supposed to be studying. That's brain rot sneaking up on you. You try to get back into your study groove, but your focus is shattered. Did you know it takes around 20 minutes to fully regain your concentration after a distraction? That's right, every time you check your phone, you're setting yourself back even further. And it doesn't stop there. This loss of focus seeps into the rest of your day. Deciding to take a break, you head to the kitchen for lunch. But while eating, you absent-mindedly start scrolling through your phone again. This time, it's YouTube. By the time you've finished lunch, another hour has disappeared. You were planning to go for a jog to clear your mind, but now you're feeling sluggish and unmotivated. You decide to skip the jog and just relax on the couch for a bit. Netflix calls, and before you know it, you're 3 episodes deep into a new series. Suddenly, you realize the entire afternoon has slipped away. The next morning, you wake up feeling groggy and unrested, having stayed up late trying to catch up on lost time. You drag yourself out of bed, already dreading the day ahead, and just like that, the cycle repeats. You might think we're exaggerating, but studies have shown that excessive internet and social media use can lead to cognitive overload. Our brains simply aren't built to handle the relentless flood of information we encounter online. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose: too much, too fast. One study found that heavy internet users exhibited reduced activity in areas of the brain associated with decision-making and impulse control. This means that spending too much time online can actually alter your brain's functioning, making it harder to think clearly and make sound decisions. Another study revealed that excessive social media use is linked to higher levels of anxiety and depression. Each like, comment, and notification triggers a release of dopamine, the same chemical that gives you a rush when you eat your favorite food or win a game. It feels good, so you keep coming back for more. But wait guys, here's the catch. The more you use social media, the more you need to feel that same level of satisfaction. It's like a drug. Over time, your brain becomes accustomed to these constant dopamine hits, and you start needing more and more to achieve the same effect. This can lead to a form of digital dependence, where you're constantly checking your phone, searching for the next dopamine hit. You start comparing yourself to others, thinking, why does their life look so much better than mine? Spoiler alert, it's not. People only post the highlights, the best moments. It's like comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Social media is a master at wrecking your attention span. Think about it. You're reading an article on your phone and a notification pops up. You check it, reply to a message, maybe scroll through a few posts, and by the time you get back to the article, you've lost your train of thought. This constant interruption trains your brain to be easily distracted. Ironically, social media can actually make you feel more isolated. Sure, you're connected to hundreds of people, but how many of those connections are truly meaningful? Studies have shown that the more time you spend on social media, the more likely you are to feel lonely. You're replacing real-life interactions with virtual ones, and it's just not the same. Humans are wired for face-to-face contact, for hearing someone's voice and seeing their expressions. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Let's shift gears and talk about how to keep our brains sharp and healthy. The good news? We can totally outsmart brain rot with some fun and practical steps. You know that feeling when you're scrolling through Instagram and stumble upon your high school friend's vacation photos from Bali? The one who somehow always looks like they belong on the cover of a travel magazine? Meanwhile, you're lounging on the couch in sweatpants, surrounded by snack wrappers. Total mood killer, right? But here's the deal. Unfollow those accounts that make you feel like a potato. Seriously, you don't need Karen's perfect family photos or Jeff's unreal six-pack abs in your face every day. Instead, fill your feed with content that genuinely makes you happy and inspired. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying here, then you must hit the subscribe button. Now, let's switch gears and get off the screen and into the real world. Reach out to a friend, take a walk outside, or join a local club. Anything that helps you feel genuinely connected. Imagine this. You're at a coffee shop and instead of scrolling through your phone, you strike up a conversation with the person next to you. Maybe they're reading the same book you love or have an adorable dog with them. Instant connection, right? Or consider joining a local club. Sure, it might feel a bit awkward at first, like the first day of school, but before you know it, you'll be looking forward to these gatherings, sharing laughs, and creating new memories. Social media might have its perks, but it can't replace the warmth and authenticity of real-life human connections. And think about it. Remember the last time you had a deep conversation with a friend over coffee? That genuine feeling of being truly understood and connected? You won't find that from just liking a post or sharing a meme. If you enjoyed our video, don't miss out on what's coming next. By the way, guys, I've literally got some wild stuff coming up that'll honestly blow your socks off, so it's a good deal to hit the subscribe button right now.